rollout of the Euro has not gone smoothly, and now it's been revealed there may be a major design fault. Joining us with a closer look is Andrew McTaggart of Adler Technologies. Andrew, great to have you back on the program.
It's good to see you.
And with it, I know I always love it because you always bring some interesting technology, and you're going to be demonstrating that today. But what a terrible fiasco if this proves out to be true. I mean, a brand new currency, guess what? There's a major problem with it. Can you describe it to us?
Well, of course, by all means. Basically what they've done when they designed the euro is they went too far to one side, for example, using ultraviolet inks.
Okay.
Now, of course, in this note, you'll find that in the note there is
So we're going to take an overhead shot now to show the note, and then we're going to dim the lights here to get the ultraviolet effect. So this is a what? This is a new Euro 50.
This is a 50 euro worth approximately $75 Canadian, give or take. What it has in it, it has watermarks, it has a holographic image on the side, and what they've done is they've incorporated quite a few ultraviolet inks.
So this is a legitimate bill?
This is an absolutely legitimate bill.
Now what happens when you put it under the light? Do you want us to dim the lights
Yes,
now?
if you would,
so
please.
let's dim the lights,
And you'll see that you're going to have coming up a green piece behind the blue European flag. You'll see the green stars. You'll see the orangish red. And you'll also see the other orange stars coming off to one side. And they all show up under the ultraviolet light.
Yes, okay, so those are, and depending on the person's quality of vision at home in terms of their television set, they may see some or all of these things, but clearly there are patterns there we're seeing under the ultraviolet that we couldn't see in daylight.
Exactly, and they were designed, of course, to foil counterfeiters.
Okay, so far so good.
Well, that's fine, and actually by using all of these UV inks, they take away a lot of the inkjet printers that have been printing counterfeit to this point. The problem that they run into is, well, quite simply, that these inks can be replicated. If you see these three bands that we have that are glowing here, those are kitty inks, and what we did is we went to a store, bought ultraviolet phosphorescing paints.
Okay, so we can bring the lights back up now.
And you can put the paints as they are right here.
And here they are.
And mix them up and put them into your printer, and away you go, and you've got phosphorescing security features like we show in the bands right here.
Okay, so a person goes out, nefarious individual buys these at any given store that's out there.
Spends his $20 and puts them together, and away you go.
So now when they put those inks into their $200-300 printer, what are they doing then? They are now then replicating?
They're able to by overprinting this with an inkjet. Now, we're not saying it's easy by any means, and they've raised the bar. There's no question about that.
But if that's a $50 euro or 50 euro, which is the equivalent of $75, and that's $20 for the
it's not a bad cost of production.
Not at all.
And if you take it one step further, if you overprint, now this, of course, is just a clean shot with a small bit of adjustment of a euro note. There's no major distortion coming through. Of course, they've got the holographic image that if we took some silver foil and some clear nail polish, we could probably make a very good hologram as well. The watermark that you can't see here but would appear normally if you held it up to the light, if we took linseed oil and a standard crayon and mixed that around a wee bit, we could make ourselves a watermark that would appear. But I think the most interesting part of the whole thing is that we can apply over top of the ultraviolet inks a standard inkjet. You may want to bring the lights down just one more time.
We'll drop them one more time. And what are we going to look at this time?
Now, if you see the three bands that we discussed a few moments ago showing so clearly, and of course now we can compare it to the real note. If we pull the real note back and place it, change the move of the light, you'll see that on the note, the flag in the upper left-hand corner of the note has the same color as the green that we have on this ultraviolet dull piece of paper. So we can replicate the paper and we can replicate the UV ink effect by doing the same thing. Now, if you brought the lights up again,
bring the lights up,
you'll notice that this square is blue. And it's the same sort of hue of blue as the flag on the bill itself. So we can hide the ultraviolet inks behind inkjet and make them appear as if they were a legitimate bill. The problem this creates is people are going to come in, flash the bill under an ultraviolet light. The shopkeeper, the banker, the candlestick maker, whomever, is going to assume that it's a legitimate bill and take it. The thing that this causes is confusion, and it will also cause a certain amount of chaos amongst the persons that would normally take the bill.
Well, Andrew, we've flat run out of time. That's the bad news. The good news is that you'll be joining us for Homepage this Wednesday at 5 o'clock, where we will explore this in much greater detail to show people how not to be taken.
Be my pleasure.
Okay, thanks so very much, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Thank you.